Okay, this was your X and this is your Y. What are we doing to 90 to go to 113? Adding 23. Adding 23 on each one. So X plus 23 is our rule. So the equation would be Y equals X plus 23. It is additive. Your independent is the white cars. The dependent is on the black cars. The black cars depend on the white cars. This is the same thing for number of bags. 3 to 42, 4 to 56. We are multiplying by 14. So Y equals 4X. 4 times X is a multiplicative. The independent is the number of bags. And the dependent is the number of potatoes. Here, the table is not always simple in question about the independent and dependent quantities. Here, the dependent increases in grade. Right here, that is our dependent. Your independent is time studying. Now, when you have to write an equation or solve a problem, use a highlighter for important information or circle it, document it somehow. Carla bought a shirt for 15% off. 15% off of a regular price of $55. Write an equation to solve. Write an equation. How much money did she save? So we are going to, the regular price was $55. So to see how much she saved, you will multiply. So how much she saved, it will be 55 times 0.15. Because you have to put your percent into a decimal. So 55 times 15 . So she saved $8.25. Sorry about that. Blake and 3 of his friends ate lunch at the barbecue place. The total bill was $48.32. Write an equation to split the bill evenly. How much did Blake have to pay? So this is kind of a trick. Blake and 3 friends equals 4 people. So this is going to be 432 divided by 4. So you know it's going to be 4x. 4 and 4 people pays a bill evenly. This can be the equation. To solve for this, we have to divide by 4 because we want the 4x by itself. So 4,832 divided by 4. So our answer is 1208. Christy made 27 more than her little sister. Gina for allowance each month. Write an equation giving Gina made $47.50 last month. How much did Christy make? So I know Christy made $27 more than her sister. So Gina, I'm going to use G for Gina, plus $27. Christy made $47.50. No, Gina made $47.50. So K equals $47.50 plus 27. So Christy made $74.50. Trisha has more than 4.5 times as many base calls as Rick. Write inequality. Remember, inequalities is our greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. So Trish has more by 4.5 Rick. Trish 4.5, and how many Rick has? 28. When I multiply these together, I get 128. Travis needs at least $500 to pay his down payment on a car. So he needs at least $500. So he can have more than $500 or exactly $500. He has $354, so he has $354 so far. And his son is going to give him the rest. So this is going to be X. Of course, this is what his son's going to give him. So I'm going to draw my river. I'm going to subtract 354 from this side. That's my 0 pairs. If I do that to this side, I have to do it to this side. 354 from this side. So X has to be 146. It has to be greater than or equal to 146. So now let's try to solve some one-step equations and inequalities. Remember, you do the opposite. Whatever you do to one side, you have to do the other side. We are trying to get the variable by itself. And then we're going to graph it on the number line. So here, this is a negative 23, so I'm going to add a 23. If I add a 23 on this side, I have to add a 23 on this side. This is my 0 pairs. So Z equals negative 24. Signs are not the same, so you subtract. So negative 47, so 47 minus 23. You multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply by 7 over 3 on this side, and I multiply by 7 over 3 on this side. These cancel each other out. And remember, it's negative. So this is 35 over 1 times 7 over 3. No, 3 over 7. 3 over 7 is because it should be 3 over 7. So I'm cross multiplying. 7 will go into 7 one time. 7 will go into 35 5 times. So I have 5 times 3 is 15 over 1. So A equals negative 15. So if I have this as 0, this is 5, negative 10, negative 15, negative 20, negative 15 will be right here. The first thing I'm going to do is draw my river. This is multiplying, so I'm going to divide by 16 on this side, divide by 16 on this side. These cancel out, so x equals 15 divided by 16, 56 divided by 16, I'm going to get 3.5. Here, this is division, so that means I am going to multiply. I'll multiply by 18 over 1 on this side, 18 over 1 on this side. These cancel out. X equals negative 25 times 15, and I get negative 450. So negative 450 here could be 3, 4, and right in the middle is 3.5. I draw my river. This is positive 24, subtract 24, subtract 24. Or adding a negative 24 this side, I have to add a negative 24 to the other side. So negative 16 plus negative 24 is negative 40. Draw my river. Add 18 on this side, 18 on this side. This is my 0 pairs. So j equals negative 2 plus a positive 18 is a positive 16. So we have 14, 15, 16. 16 can be right here. Negative 40, negative 20, negative 60, when solving equalities, solve in the normal way, just like we did with equations. If you multiply or divide by a negative, flip the sign. Closed circles mean greater than or less than, that's these, with a line under it. Open circles means greater than or less than. This is greater than or equal to. The equal to meaning that number is included. So here, we're just going to draw our river, keep the sign because there's nothing to say. Well, no, we're going to flip this sign because we are dividing by a negative. Right here, see, because we're dividing by a negative, we're going to flip the sign. We make it go the other way. So divide by 4, divide by 4. So 148 divided by 4 is negative 37. So I'm going to put negative 37 here. This will be negative 38, negative 39. This will be negative 36, negative 35. 37 is not included, so I'm using an open circle. And so you can check this. If I put negative 36, negative 37, is that true? No. So let's go to the other side. Negative 35, negative 37. Is that true? Yes. So that means I am going to shade in this way. All these numbers going this way would make this statement true. Okay, number 2. You are dividing by a negative, so you are going to flip. So this one will be going this way. I flip this. This is a division, so I'm going to multiply. So I'm going to multiply by a negative 8. If I multiply by a negative 8 on this side, I have to multiply by a negative 8 on this side. So negative 8 times 547 is negative 3,656. So I am going to 3,656. If I put 3,657 here, so we're going to make this, and it's a closed circle, negative 3,656. If I put 57, 3,657 here, and this sign, 3,656 here, that makes the statement true. So I am going this way with my line shading in. So all of these numbers on this side can be true. I am dividing by a negative. So I am going to flip. And I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal. So negative 8 over 3. Negative 8 over 3. These cancel out. So I have x on this side. 15 over 1 times 8 over 3. Those cancel out. 1 and 5, I divide both of them by 3. 5 times 8 is 40. So I get negative 40. Negative 40, and it is a closed circle. If I put negative 39 here and negative 40 here, that makes the statement true. So I am going to go this way. So because this line is negative 39. Those are the ones where we flip. Now let's do some that we don't have to flip, because we are not dividing by a negative. Here, I'm going to draw my river. I'm going to subtract 8 on this side, 8 on this side. So I'm adding a negative 8. This is my 0 pairs. X, no flipping. Negative 2, negative 8 is negative 10. So negative 10, negative 9, negative 8, negative 11. So let's put them in. Is negative 11 greater than negative 10? This is not true. So it's not this way. And this is an open circle because 10 is not included. Is negative 9 greater than negative 10? This is true, so I am going this way. Add 6 on this side to create my 0 pairs. If I add 6 on this side, I have to add 6 on this side. That's my 0 pairs. So X, 20. I'm going to put 20 right here. It is an open circle. This would be 19, 18, on the other side 20, it will be 21, 22. So if I put 19 is less than 20, that is true. So I am going to go this way. Here, draw my river. This is multiplying, so I'm going to divide by 3. Divide by 3 on this side. Divide by 3 on this side. So x is less than, greater than, or equal to 29. So 29, close circle, and all this way. Okay, I'll give you the answers to the other ones to make sure you have them right. I'm not going to go over them. This should be x less than 26.6. This should be x negative 473, because this is the one you flip, because we have a negative. You have to flip this one, because you're dividing by a negative. Amber is selling roses for $24. She wants to make more than $432. The inequality, so they give you the inequality and they're just wanting you to solve it. It can be determined by how much she sells, and they're just wanting you to pick the number line. So 24x 432. Divide by 24. Divide by 24. 432. X is 18. So I know it's not a closed circle, so these are out, because this is a closed circle. If I put 16 in here, 16 is greater than 18, that is not right. So it's not this one. So the answer is A. Yeah. Answer is C. Because negative 7 times negative 9 has to be a negative. This one has to be a negative. Nine times 7 cannot be greater than 63, because 9 times 7 is 63. Here, the answer is B. And here's C. Okay, the next one is something we have gone over recently. You're expected to know the sum of the interior angles is 180. This is not going to be on your formula chart. You have to know this. A right angle is 90 degrees. A straight line is 180 degrees, which is a straight angle. And the interior angle of a circle is 360. Two adjacent angles form a right angle. And then one angle is measured 33.6. Right equation to find the measured degree of the second angle. So we know two angles. One angle we don't know. The other one is 33.6. And they form a right angle, which is 90 degrees. So you will solve this by subtracting 33.6. 33.6. X equal to 56.4. This forms a straight angle. So this is going to be 180 minus 48.3, 131.7. So now, here, they give us solve for X. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So all of these angles added together equal 180. So I'm going to divide by 9, divide by 9. 180 divided by 9 is 20 degrees. So x is 20 degrees. So this will be 3 times 20, which is 60. This one will be 5 times 20, which is 100. This forms a right angle. This sign means right angle. So 4x plus 2x equals 90 degrees. So we can solve what x is. 6x equals 90. Okay, so 4x plus 2x equals 6x equals 90. So 6x equals 90. So we divide by 6, and we get x equals 15. So 2 times 15 is 30. 4 times 15, which is 60. But x equals 15. The perimeter of the triangle below is 82. So that means 33 plus 33 plus x equals 82. 66 plus x equals 82. That's where they get this. So I'm going to subtract by 66, subtract by 66, x equals 16. Here they give you the equation. 5x equals 135. Divide by 5, divide by 5, x equals 27. In order for the three lengths to make a triangle, the two smaller lengths added together must be greater than the longest side. So two sides added together has to be greater than the third side. Circle the lengths that could make a triangle. So 4 plus 11 has to be greater than 6.5. That is true. 6.5 plus 4 has to be greater than 11. 6, 7, 8, this is 10.5 greater than 11. So this is a no, not a triangle. 22 plus 12 has to be greater than 30. This equals 34 is greater than 30. That is true. Does 30 plus 12 greater than 22? This is 42 greater than 22. That is true. 30 plus 22 greater than 12? Yes. So this is a triangle. 9.5 plus 16 greater than 6.8? Yes. 16 plus 6.8 greater than 9.5? Yes. 6.8 plus 9.5 greater than 16? Yes. So the answer is that is a triangle. Number 4 is also a triangle. And number 6 is a triangle. Now remember, the angle directly across from the side is the largest angle. Here is my largest side. So directly across from that is my largest angle. And we're doing from greatest to least. So y is my largest angle. My smallest angle is going to be directly across from my smallest side. So my smallest side is X. So it should be what? So that means Z is going to be my middle angle. So we should have Y, Z, X, and the answer is J. Triangles that have the following lengths. Look, it looks A, B, C. A, B, C. A, B, C. AB is 14. BC is 16. AC is 25. So least to greatest. They want angles from least to greatest. So angle, smallest angle would be angle C. That's the smallest side, smallest angle C. 16 is the next. So this next one is angle A, and then angle B. Two similar trapezoids are shown below. What is the formula to find the area of one trapezoid? Half B1 plus B2 times the height. So half $28 plus 12, 168. If a parallel was cut along the dotted line, it would form a rectangle. What would the length of the rectangle be formed? Because this would be the same. You take this part off and you put it over here. It makes it into a rectangle. And this would be 25 and this would be 8. Area of a triangle is half the area of the rectangle. See, we just divided it in half.